Hey there, welcome back to the vlog. Today I'm up at Paraparumu Beach, which is up the west coast of New Zealand, just north of Wellington. It's a pretty damn good day. It's nice blue skies, and yet the cloud seems to have covered the sun, which is really good because it stops me from getting horribly sunburnt, which happens far too easily. The reason I'm here today is I'm helping out this crowd here making a music video. Gonna do some drone shots for them up and down the beach. So let's go have a look at that. So how's the music video going?
It's been pretty good, yeah, very hot day, but we've got lots of the shots that we need.
The heat tends to come with the sunshine.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's good to have sunshine though, you know, we've got enough diffs and stuff, so it's...
So what's the whole theme of the vid?
I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. Yeah, I don't really have that much clue what's going on. I'm like focus pulling at the moment. So yeah, just setting up the camera.
Yeah, you tend just to look at that one image that you've got in front of you right at the time.
Yeah, and then you worry about the next one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a chase job. Focus pulling, for those who don't know, is the person who makes sure that the piece of the image that's supposed to be in focus at any one time is, by just moving the focus ring on the lens.
Yeah.
And doing all that manually and chasing it, and
yeah, no automatic stuff,
and hopefully not going the wrong way.
Yeah, definitely not.
Yeah,
I mean, there's been a couple, but you know.
Yeah. How long have you been focus pulling for?
This is my second year, I think, or maybe nearly 3 years.
3 years?
But yeah.
Nice.
But you learn every time you're on a new job, something new.
Always something.
It's
yeah.
Great, yeah.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Awesome.
So here's the star of the music vid.
Kia ora.
Yeah, so what's the track and the vid all about?
So the song is about aspiring to really what you want to do in life and following what's most precious to you. So yeah.
Awesome. How's the shoot been going?
It's been so good. We're like almost there, so I'm pretty excited to wrap up because it's really hot right now.
Yep.
And I reckon the crew's pretty excited to wrap up too, but we're excited and yeah, look forward to sharing what's in store.
Sweet. When the vid's finished, I'll definitely add a link to it, the description underneath here.
Yes, so. Please do.
Awesome. Thanks, Ed.
Thank you.
Okay, that's it for that lot. Now, I was going to grab myself a sandwich on the way back home again, but I think what I'll do instead is stop off and get a seafood pizza from Pizza Hut, because I don't often get one of those, and I noticed that there was a Pizza Hut just up the road here, so I'm going to go in and do that and pig out on that on the way home and then regret it later probably. Oh yeah, by the way, this island out here behind me, that's Kapiti Island, which is a wildlife sanctuary. It's got a number of native species on there to New Zealand that are nearly extinct, and some of them are down to their like dozens of numbers. But that island's been preserved and protected from rats and stoats and weasels and the like. And some of those endangered species are now starting to build their population again. So, excellent place. As you know, whenever you come across this skate park, it's basically an obligation when you've got a YouTube channel to try and get a few slow-mo shots. So here I go, just found this one here. Whole pile of kids skating in it, some cool tricks. Yeah, always good finding a park like this and just a whole heap of young kids having a go at it, not needing to worry about boards. The scooters are awesome. They means that kids can just jump on the scooters real fast, go learn some tricks without it having to be as difficult as a board without a handle on it, and really builds up the confidence, and they're having an absolute blast. So people who say they don't like scooters, yeah. Okay, I was just heading home and I noticed a sign on the side of the road by an old railway station that said museum, and I can't resist those really, so I thought I'd just get out of the car here and lock it behind me and pop out and find this old railway station, which is just around here somewhere. There it is there. There it is over here. There we go. So I'm gonna see if I can find this museum and how to get into it. I found it, it's how to get into it, it's the tricky bit. Looks like you can get onto the platform up this way. And I've just noticed that my camera battery was lying to me a minute ago. I don't have quite as much as I thought I did, but at least I've got my phone with me, so I may have to switch soon. It doesn't look like this place is open anyway, it's all fairly locked up, but this is what all the train stations around New Zealand used to look like some years ago, with really nice cafes and, you know, bustling centres and everything, and there was quite often maybe a bookshop or something else like that here, and most of the country's freight went up and down them, and they're just these beautiful old buildings, and there's still a lot of them around the country, but in a lot of cases they've all been left derelict now, which is really sad because they're beautiful spaces. The current government though is looking at hopefully revitalising a lot of the train stations, so I'm really hopeful that we're going to see a lot of these sort of spring back to life. And you know, there used to be a lot of people employed here as well, and that would be absolutely awesome. You imagine jumping on the train in one city and then just spending a day with a cup of tea watching the countryside roll past, and then jumping out of the train somewhere else, visiting a couple of friends and jumping back on in the evening and heading home. It's a good day out without having to drive yourself, really. Oh, it seems I got lucky. There is a train coming after all. Okay, just turn the RX100 back on, waiting for the battery meter to come up, and awesome, it's a full battery. I can keep vlogging. Now, with the DJI Spark controller, I haven't tried the Mavic controller, but I imagine it's fairly much the same sort of problem. The way that the controller holds the phone means that you've got to turn it around this way, or otherwise it covers up the camera in the iPhone 10. And that's a bit of a problem if you want to use Face ID and the camera's around the other way. You could also hit the button, of course, and then just type in your code. That's not a big deal. I know people make it out to be a big deal, but I don't find it a problem. Unfortunately, if the camera that's around the other way, once again that button's covered up. So the only way you can really have this working is have your phone dangling a bit out the bottom here, and with the iPhone 8 it's just as bad because you can't get the fingerprint reader if you can't get it, or the home button, on the other iPhones, on the 7 and 8, because once again it just doesn't reach in. Yeah, it's just something I think DJI needs to have a bit more of a look at, how you hold the phone in the controller. A phoneless controller would be even better, which, you know, I'd like to not have a phone in it, or maybe something else anyway. I know it's not an easy one because there's so many different phone formats to cater for, but anyway, I've got it in here now, so we'll go fly this thing, eh? See, here's another thing. The controls have come up with a notification here, which is all cool, and it's got a close button right up in the corner there. So now I've got to take the phone out of here to hit the close button on the notification while I'm trying to take off. Just little design things. It's going to be different for every phone, I realise, but call me a DJI and I'll help with the usability. Okay, well, it was quite a lot of fun. I've been flying around for a fair bit now with the Spark. It's the first time I've really had it out for a long time and been able to you know, use up both whole batteries and just sort of experiment a fair bit with different shots types and things like that. One thing I really love doing with the drone, other than annoying the magpies out here, which I just did a bit of as well, to be honest, is going out and using the drone to do shots that you would normally do with a jib or a small crane or 30 meters of dolly track or something like that, and be able to get that same shot in a few seconds without needing to set up a whole pile of grip gear. And that's something I want to do more and more of, and hopefully get something like an Inspire tool later on to be able to have a better lens choice to go with the drone as well. So one limiting factor with a lot of the drones, and even the semi-pro drones, is that you're really just stuck with the one lens, but at least you can shoot 4K with a lot of them and be able to crop in that way for a really good HD image. Anyway, back into the car and see if I can finish off the rest of the trip home. Though of course I always have to stop and get some B-roll and slow-mo footage on the way out of some awesome stuff that you tend to see. And that's me done for my spare battery as well. So before this cuts off, I'll say thanks for watching the vlog. I hope you've enjoyed it. It's been a really good outing for me today, getting some sunshine, which is never a great thing for me because tend to burn and go crispy in about 3 seconds. But I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to click the subscribe, the notification bell and the like button, and I'm just getting all of that out of the way before the battery cuts.